I request you to listen this video with attention by sitting alone, wearing headphones. These are the things that were not told to you in schools. In your education these things have never been brought out. These is the rules which people struggle day and night to get. What if the biggest reason you stay broke has nothing to do with money? What if the real problem is the way you think? Because every day, millions of intelligent people destroy their financial future without even realizing it. And the scariest part? They think they're being smart. Most people spend their entire lives chasing money, without ever understanding how it actually works. They believe wealth comes from intelligence, high income, or hard work alone. But this book, The Psychology of Money, reveals a completely different truth. Money is not a game of numbers. It is a game of behavior. And the people who master their emotions, eventually master their money. There were two men. One looked rich, the other looked invisible. One had luxury cars, elite education, and millions flowing through his hands. The other cleaned floors, lived quietly, and spent his nights reading books in a small-town library. Everyone believed the wealthy businessman had already won at life. But when both men died, the shocking truth came out. The millionaire went broke. The janitor died with an $8 million fortune. His name was Ronald. And his story destroys modern society's definition of success. The world teaches people how to look wealthy, but almost nobody teaches them how to stay wealthy. That is why so many people with high salaries still live paycheck to paycheck, because money is emotional. People buy things to feel respected. They spend money to feel important. They chase luxury to hide insecurity. And without realizing it, emotions slowly begin controlling their financial future. One of the most powerful ideas in this book is simple: no one is crazy. Every person makes financial decisions based on the world they experienced growing up in. Someone raised during economic collapse fears risk. Someone raised during booming markets becomes addicted to investing. People don't make decisions using spreadsheets alone. They make them using memories, fear, pain, and survival instincts. This is why arguing about money is useless. Two people can look at the exact same investment and see completely different levels of danger. Not because one is smarter than the other, but because their life experiences program them differently. Financial behavior is deeply personal. Bill Gates became one of the richest people in history. But there is something uncomfortable people hate admitting. Luck matters. Gates attended one of the only schools in the world that had access to a computer in 1968. That single opportunity changed his future forever. But Gates also had a brilliant friend named Kent Evans. Smart, ambitious, talented. And before graduation, he died in a tragic accident. Same intelligence, completely different outcome. This book teaches something most success gurus never talk about. Success is never 100% hard work, and failure is never 100% laziness. Luck and risk are always hiding in the background of every story. That is why success should make you humble, not arrogant. The hardest financial skill in life is learning how to say the word, enough. Modern culture constantly trains people to feel behind. Social media turns comparison into addiction. Someone always has a bigger house, a better car, a more luxurious vacation, and slowly, people stop enjoying what they already have. The dangerous part is that income alone cannot make someone wealthy, because if your lifestyle grows faster than your income, you will remain trapped forever. Many people become richer every year, while feeling poorer inside. People often buy expensive things hoping to earn admiration. Luxury cars, designer watches, massive houses. But here is the painful truth nobody realizes. When people see a Ferrari, they are not admiring the driver. They are imagining themselves inside the car. True respect does not come from possessions. It comes from character, discipline, and the way you treat people. Real wealth is almost invisible. Wealth is the money you did not spend, the luxury lifestyle you avoided, the unnecessary purchase you walked away from. Rich looking and actually being wealthy are two completely different things. Some people look successful while drowning in debt. Others look ordinary while quietly building financial freedom. Warren Buffett is one of the greatest investors in history, but his real superpower was not intelligence. It was time. Buffett started investing as a child and allowed compounding to work for decades. Most of his wealth came after the age of 60, which means his fortune was built less by brilliance and more by patience. Compounding looks boring in the beginning. Small gains feel meaningless. Progress feels invisible. That is why most people quit too early. They want rapid results, instant success, fast money. But wealth grows quietly, slowly, almost invisibly, until one day the results become impossible to ignore. Getting rich and staying rich are completely different skills. Getting rich requires optimism, confidence, and risk-taking. But staying rich requires fear, humility, and survival. Many people know how to make money. Very few know how to protect it. This is why the book introduces one of the most important concepts in finance, the room for error. Always leave space for unexpected disasters, because life never moves exactly according to plan. Markets crash, businesses fail, emergencies appear, and people who survive difficult times are usually the ones who prepared before the storm arrived. The most powerful advantage in money is simple survival. If you avoid destroying yourself during difficult moments, time eventually becomes your greatest weapon, because compounding only works for people who stay in the game long enough. In investing, a few decisions create most of the results. One company can outperform thousands. One opportunity can change an entire life. One smart decision made at the right time can create generational wealth, which means you do not need to be perfect all the time. You simply need your biggest wins to outweigh your mistakes. So what is the true purpose of money? It is not status. It is not attention. It is not showing the world how successful you look. The ultimate value of money is freedom. Freedom to control your time. Freedom to live without constant fear. Freedom to wake up and choose your own life. The Psychology of Money is not really a book about finance. It is a book about human behavior. Ego, fear, patience, greed, happiness, insecurity, and the invisible habits that quietly shape our future every single day. At the end of the day, becoming wealthy is not about being the smartest person in the room. It is about avoiding the behaviors that destroy people financially. Patience beats ego, discipline beats emotion, and long-term thinking beats short-term pleasure every single time. If this video changed the way you think about money, subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments, what is one financial mistake you never want to repeat again? I'll see you in the next video.